Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Landry Black. Thank you once again for bearing with me and getting it through all the way to this part. But this one, I like this because I'm going to tell you the vision of everything. I was shown this and everything made sense to me. And this started my Paxful journey right away, guys. And yeah, let's just dive right in. Now, do you know the difference between a travel agent and a tour guide? I asked you guys this question in the first video. Well, a travel agent will tell you all about the place, sell you a ticket, and then send you off. But a tour guide will be with you while you navigate a new exciting place, okay? Yes, I believe you need my course, but my hands-on mentorship or tour guide style is the real key to you making it in Paxful. So I can tell you things. I can tell you exactly what to do. Well, what does that matter? What does that matter, right? Especially if you don't understand the things that happened along the way that messed up many accounts for me and things like that. So that's mainly why I'm here. Most of this mentorship is warning you about the things not to do rather than it is the things to do. There's so many things that you can easily do, but there are so many things that can go wrong, guys. And that's why I have systems in place and telling you specific things. Like I told you before, all the warnings that I give you are written in money or written in blood, however you want to say. So I'm not talking about some weak support of a chat box with the clueless man on the other side who can't really help you. I'm talking get your hands dirty, hands on, and Discord questions, webinars, and repeating myself until you get sick of me. Hey, these rules are written in money. You're going to get sick of me. But guys, it's for the best. And I'm still doing these things. So I continue to learn, which means you learn too. So whatever roadblocks you have, I will have them too. Or I've had them, right? Because I want to make sure you guys are getting everything you need. Now, I'll help you avoid pitfalls so you can duplicate my success. And guys, some of you will even pass me. All right? And I'm totally fine with that. I want you guys to get going on this. So, here's the thing that people get wrong. And I put this here because it reminds me of all my e-commerce days when people said, I just paid you, so I should be rich now. Guys, that's wrong. Just like you don't see the superstar NFL players or the NBA players, you don't see all the work they do before they got up there on that big stage. A lot of time in the gym, a lot of time shooting shots, a lot of time of just dealing with the no sleep, going road to road, and things like that, guys. They put in the work, just like you. You got to put in the work, just like I did. I put in the work, and I'm still putting in the work, right? So don't just think that's going to be that easy. So you forget that I've been preaching patience to you for a very long time now, and I sincerely mean that. The times I have failed the most in the business has been from being too hasty, okay? Now, after thousands of dollars lost, I understand patience will be the thing in this business venture, in this one. If you choose to join, that will be your greatest asset. And I'm going to show you guys why. You're going to really like this because this, again, is uh, what changed my whole like just perspective of what I was doing here. So again, patience is huge in this new venture. Rather than repeating this over and over, I want to show you how great this opportunity can be while also covering some other cost or just so you can see for yourself the potential, right? So let's get into it. Now, everyone knows who Albert Einstein is, I think, who's on this call. So he said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. And it's absolutely right, especially for this business. If you understand compounding and you understand being patient with your profits, guys, I had someone ask me, well, how much time? But or how much loss? Give me a week's or this and that. And I say, and I'm going to say the same thing to you guys. You get out what you put in. It's not so much how much time do I have. It's how much money can I trade and get a profit in so I can put it back into my trades. Right. So let me continue to go on because I really want to show you guys this. So I know you guys want to crush it, but before you can run, you have to learn how to walk. Just like I showed you that image in the first video of my numbers from a week ago. Guys, it's gonna look like that, but it takes some time, so I really want to show you how I got there, okay? It's not from every day I'm pulling out money, going out, spending it on this or that. No, I learned. Now I can do that because everything that I've earned, I'm able to, be content with, and then I'm able to, you know, uh, go out and splurge on extra, I don't know, avocado, whatever, because that's getting expensive. Anyways, let's look at an example of the real potential this system can make you. I want to cover all the little things so you aren't surprised later. And I know I'm repeating myself, but this is very important. I need you to listen. So, now, when I first starting the system, I was warned by my mentor, just like I'm warning you now, do not use any money you are not comfortable losing. Now, before you guys panic because I said losing and you think this is one of those investment opportunities that have a 50-50% of failing, slow down, okay? The way this system fails is when people begin to get greedy and impatient. So let me walk you through how it works. So again, you see how I'm telling you again, I'm going to show you. So don't start, oh my goodness, I just put in this. No, calm down, okay? My mentorship is not cheap, and I don't apologize for that, okay? So cheaper does not cost less. My time is valuable, and I'm going to personally coach you. So because my time is valuable, so is yours. But guys, if you are just patient, once again, if you are just patient, I'm going to show you those massive shortcuts to create high-paying, long-term, stable income, just like I did, okay? So now, without further ado, I'm going to get into it, what I was meaning before about compounding, okay? This is why it's so great. So people want to know, well, how much does it start? How much does it take? And all of this. Well, here's the questions I get asked. Amount of time involved, just like I asked you, about 1 hour per day, okay, part-time. And when people first join up, I tell them, hey, this is what I want you to do, get a few trades underneath your belt, and I want you to see how it works. And if you want to earn money faster, then you can work full-time if you want, obviously, guys, okay? So are there any other fees? Yes, there are, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm not asking you once you sign up like, oh, guys, give me more money. So I have a few ways for you to earn with my method, so you don't necessarily have to have any more fees. I mean, Paxful has their 3% fee for every offer that you open up. But again, I told you the more trades you do on Paxful, that 3% will go away. So that's a good thing. So but people who want to push and earn more quicker, you will need between 200 to 300. And guys, don't quote me on that. It could be like nothing near that. Because again, I try to give you all the resources to better do it and cut costs because I know how it is. When I first started, I was bootstrapping it. Again, it's not needed. This is for those that are looking to push forward quicker. Other than that, it's just the money you use for trading. So again, like I said, other than my fee, it's just how much do I use for trading? Well, let me show you guys. And again, it's going to take time and patience, but that time can be moved up a lot quicker. So let me show you. So earning potential, 10-day overview, starting with just $10, right? Because I know some of you are like, well, I have like nothing. What can I throw at it? Well, let me show you using that. This is not realistic, kind of with like the setup and the 3%, but I just want to kind of, show you how $10 can get you somewhere once you start. And what I mean by not realistic, because most time if someone's going to go through the hurdles of paying $2,000 to join the course, well then I would hope they would have at least $100, $200. I told someone 500. 500 is a good number, but let's go into that. So this, guys, right here is you trading $10 a day or for one day, okay? Let's say you join my course for by chance you're able to push everything forward. You have everything set up. So day one, you trade $10 at a 25% rate. Guys, you remember the rate, right? Like I told you right here, minimum, maximum, and this is my rate. This is what I want to, this how much percentage that I want to make off of each trade. So if I'm giving $10, I'm getting a 25% on that. So um, I'm making $12.50 off of a trade of $10 worth of Bitcoin, if that makes sense. Um, so again, somebody's putting in $10 at a rate of 25%, and you are netting $2.50. That means that's yours in your pocket. Okay? You're making that back profit, which means you got your $10 back plus an additional $2.50. Now, guys, you would think, okay, well, I just made $2.50. Not a big deal. This is why I told you to spend money that you're not looking to pay bills next week. Don't take little Johnny's money, lunch money. Okay, don't take your whatever, your phone bill money, $100, and throw it in here, and then you're like, oh, I needed that in 5 days. Well, as you can see, this is the potential. What I love to do and what my mentor showed me, you're going to take that $2.50, you're going to put it back into your trade. So now I have $12.50 to trade with at a 25% rate. Here I go. I just made $3.12. Well, now I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it right back over into my $12.50, which gives me $15.62. Trading that at a 25% rate. And guys, this is redundant at this point. You get it. I mean, you see where I'm going with this. Okay, so by day 10, you have profited $18.61. And you're saying, oh, that's cool, on $10. And these things change, right? And one of the variables is the rate. As I told you, if I'm trading with guys for $10, this rate is at 40%. Because a lot of times those other guys, they need their Bitcoin. And what do they care? They're like, here, take the 10 measly, US dollars. I'll take the Bitcoin, which is more to me where I'm from in my country, right? So things change depending on this. So it can be 10 at a rate of 40%, and you have $4, and on and on and on. And this number is a lot bigger by day 10. Right? And I just said day 10. Do you know what this number is by day 30? That's your homework. So again, so that's kind of the thing that we're doing is compounding what I talked about. So again, let's get into some more earning potential. For those of you who are like, hey, I want to just get into it. I have $1,000 I can spend. Notice the warning of that train coming, guys, because this is going to be good. Remember, patience, patience, patience. Like I said, my office is like right next to that train, but it keeps me awake. So again, starting with just $1,000, okay? It's gonna look something like that. Boom. So day one, $1,000 at 25%. This is your net. You made that. That can go in your pocket, and you can stop trading for the day. Hey, I turned 1,000 into 1,250. Cool. Or you can take that 250 and you put it back into your 1,000, trade again. And look at where we get to right here on day 10. Not only did you get your $1,000 back, but you got an additional $861. And guys, again, these things change when you're able to change this rate. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do this at 40%. I'm not saying you can do a whole bunch of $10 trades at 40%, and this number can look a lot different, right? So yeah, this is the potential, the power of compounding, guys. I love it. This is what sold me on everything, because at the time I'm like, well, hey, I have $1,000 I can use, in savings. Let's go ahead and put it in. And this was great. And I didn't pull it out. And at day 10, you could pull out 4%, 5%, maybe even 10%. Just have a little cash, go buy you whatever it is that's super expensive now. I think the dollar menu has gotten expensive now because of inflation, but I digress. So again, that was you starting with just $1,000. Now, what happens when we start with $5,000? Because I told you, it's all up to you how much you want to put in and how much you want to keep going. It's totally at your discretion, right? So let's look at how that looks, okay? I did some of the numbers for you guys. I was being nice. Now here we are. You put in 5,000 on this day. You weren't taking out profits every time at the end of every day, but you could. At some point, you can get to this, and it'd be totally fine, right? You could be profiting this and just taking 5,000, putting it back in, and doing this again. Rinse and repeat, as they say. But look at what it looks like by day 10. right? I like that. And that's just day 10. That's not even day 30. Some of you might be like, I have $5,000. That's fine. I'll wait until day 30 and I'll just keep working away at it. So this is the potential, guys. I hope you understand why this was so great for me learning this, and that's why I'm teaching you. So there are two ways to learn in life, okay? Through your own experiences or through others' experiences. Wise people learn through the successes and mistakes of others. I've made mistakes in e-commerce. I've made mistakes in Paxful, and I'll teach you what to avoid. I've also had successes, and I'll teach you exactly how. If you want to learn the right way on making money with Paxful, you're going to pay one way or the other, right? Either for education or you will pay by making mistakes. So I just want to warn you again, not everyone can do this. But everyone who just understood what I taught on this webinar can do this. If you understand two things. One, it will take some work on your part. Guys, it will take some work on your part. This is a real business. Other people won't treat it like a real business, but I'm going to teach you how to treat it like a real business, okay? So you don't end up getting slack, and then all of a sudden when you didn't avoid one of the things I was telling you about, and now you're running around like an armed robber saying, I need that money, I need to do this, I need to do that quick. Well, just okay, patience, guys. And number two, the power of compounding and being wise with who you trade with. I mean, this is the biggest thing, patience and who you trade with, okay? Patience and who you trade with. You're going to hear me say that all the time. Now, if you understand that and are willing to do it, then the same income potential and even more is available to you. Math and business principles are no respecter of persons, guys, okay? So now in wrapping up, before I share the total investment, again, I need to tell you the story of when I used to work in the oil refineries in Texas a couple of years after college. I was working, and this goes back to having that patience, guys, and being wise. Now, again, I was working at this refinery. I was doing anywhere from 16-hour shifts all the way till 18. And I know that sounds crazy. And I was going, at this point, I was 8 days straight. And at the time, there was no union over there. It was like, hey, you show up, you work, you make money. I was a young kid, wife, kids, and I'm telling you right now, wife and a kid. Just had one kid at the time. And during that time, I remember I was told over and over by a field manager out there. He said over and over, Landry, always make sure you have this on before you go down there. Always make sure you have this equipment right before you go down there. Make sure you always shine the flashlight at the stairs before you start walking down. You can slip, hurt yourself. It's really bad and you'll be out for a couple of days. And again, guys, I was young. I was invincible, as most people are, especially when you're making money and you're a young little 19-year-old punk and you're just fine with it. And I would cut corners a lot. Not understand. And so, again, wasn't paying attention. And one of the guys who told me again, hey, don't forget your equipment. And that same guy who told me, don't forget your equipment, is one of the same guys who forgot his flashlight on one of the days, slipped down the steps, injured himself really bad. And unfortunately, that guy wasn't able to come back to work so quick. Not only did he get, and it's like everything happens at once from some stupid mistake. Not only was he injured, so he had to leave work, but also because they knew it was totally on him, and they had signs everywhere on the equipment you use. And then on top of that, that was the only income he had. He put all of his marbles into that work. And a lot of us do that every day, saying, hey, in 2 weeks, I'm going to get a paycheck. In 2 weeks, I'm going to get a paycheck. In 2 weeks, I'm going to get a paycheck. So you spend everything you have, hoping that that paycheck is going to come. But guys, as I'm telling you, and as I'm telling all my students as well, wait until the money is in your hand. With this trading stuff, guys, don't get ahead of yourself. I know you're going to want to. I know you're going to want to push through. And I'm mainly warning all my the paid guys and you guys who want to eventually get into it. I'm going to tell you again, you might see these numbers over these videos and you're going to just rush because you're going to see it's working. But I'm telling you right now, get the money in your hand before you make any big decisions. And what I mean by getting the money in your hand is making sure that all your trades go through one day at a time. Don't focus on 10 days, don't focus on 30 days, focus on the first trade, then focus on the next trade, and on and on and on. Okay? Now, there's more to life than earning 10,000 per month. I told you that. There's also the free time and freedom that comes when you own your own time. Because obviously, not only are you spending this to be, I'm sure some of you are signing up are entrepreneurs yourself and might say, hey, I can use a little extra money to fund this or fund that. And the information I'm giving you is yours for a lifetime, guys. It's yours. And again, like I've said, on this Paxful thing, I've been off and on for 2 years. Off and on. It's there when I need it. So the total investment of going to meet is $2,000. And I don't take any US, normal cash. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, etc. Okay, and it's one time only. I'm not going to all of a sudden give you some crazy costs at the end of the month or a month after that. And anything I learn, I'm going to share with you. So any new tips that I learn or even new methods that I learn on top of this method and you're in that group, it's yours. So again, and I'm still learning all the time. Now, all other costs are what you are putting into your own business to scale fast or not. So that's why I wanted to share that investment again. Again, that's the only thing coming to me. So don't think when I told you about the fees or setting up and all of that, oh, he's trying to get more money. No. Now, again, if you're not happy, I'm not happy. I can tell you everything, and if you don't put in the work, you have no one to blame but yourself. Now, what's great about the paid Discord is that everything is not just wrote out, but I also make frequent secret content for my paid members. I learn best from reading and then demonstrating. Reading, then demonstrating. So that's how I teach you, okay? And so this system does work, but you have to be willing to work. I'm going to tell you everything, how I did it, how I'm still doing it, so you can't tell me I couldn't get it to work. It's all on you, what work you want to put in. So if this is too much work for you, and if this is too much work for you, because I'm sure some of you thought you would come on and throw it up and that's that. If this is too much real work for you, then my mentorship is not for you, okay? Because I don't want tire kickers and looky-loos joining and then after a few days or they're hearing all the details I'm sharing and they're not even trying and they're just done. You're not taking it serious. Not everyone has $2,000 to throw around. Not everyone has that. I want people who are willing to push and go forward. And so if you're not serious about success and are already thinking about quitting, then I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste mine, right? We all have things we need to do, especially as times go on. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. So guys, again, I want to thank you so much for watching these videos. All of you have taken the time to watch or even now adding me as someone who you quietly cheer for as I aim to help others and things like that. Thank you. Now, guys, if you have any questions, join my free Discord, link at bottom. Subscribe to my YouTube. I will be posting more things there, so keep an eye out. And again, thank you guys so much, and you have a great day.